Hello everyone, welcome to Hometalk. I'm so excited to have you guys here today because we are going to do some holiday crafting. If you guys aren't familiar with me, I am one of the Hometalk DIY hosts and I blog over at a blog called A Little Craft in Your Day, and I'm Tanner. So in today's video, not only are we going to share with you how to repurpose some pallet wood, but we're going to turn it into an awesome holiday card holder. You're going to love making this project, so if you have any questions throughout the process, leave us a comment. We have Rachel behind the camera, and I want to start off by asking, where are you all visiting from? Leave me a comment right down here. Tell me where you're visiting from. Let me know how the weather is in your neck of the woods. It's beautiful here in East Tennessee today. It's nice and sunny, so we're enjoying that, but I'm super excited because we're going to be using those pieces of scrap wood from a pallet. So I love using scrap wood. If you check any of our Hometalk posts, you're going to see that we have a ton of pallet, especially pallet projects for the holidays. So in today's project, we're going to turn it into a Christmas tree, and not only a Christmas tree, but a holiday card holder. So Rachel, do we have anyone visiting with us today?
Oh my gosh, we've got some people from Charleston, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas, Georgia.
My gosh. Yay! So excited that you're crafting with me this morning because we are going to have so much fun. So before we jump into it, before we go through the whole project, let me share with you some of the supplies that you'll need for today's project. So you need your scrap pieces of pallet wood. You can buy pieces of wood like this at the home improvement store. Super inexpensive if you can't locate a pallet. But if you have a pallet, take some time, take it apart, and you're going to have a really awesome project. We worked with a circular saw for today's project, so if you don't have one of these, ask your husband where his is, get him to do the hard work for you, anything like that. You need a drill right here, and then we just have a pair of scissors, some staining pads or some paintbrushes, obviously stain or paint, and then we've got clothespins. And then to turn it into actually a holiday card holder, we're just going to use a arrow fastener stapler. And then we just have some really awesome thick jute twine. So it's gonna be really fun. So I think we've covered all of the supplies, so let's jump into it. If you're just joining us, again, share with us where you're visiting from, so let's jump into it. So you'll want to take 5 of these pieces of scrap pieces of pallet wood and line them up. So you want to line about 5 or 4 of these up right here, and then what you're going to want to do is take like a yardstick and create a V. So just mark it off with a Sharpie, and then take your circular saw right here and just saw each piece off. So then you'll end up with pieces like this. So the magic of our Facebook Live today, we already have this one right here. So we've already screwed it together and everything. But as you can see here, what we did was we just took our circular saw and marked it and just cut these up right like this. Super easy and really, really, really fun. So really simple. And then what we did for the supports of this is we just took a second piece of wood to the back, just like this, and we cut this one at an angle. And this doesn't have to be perfect. I love how easy it is to do projects like this. We have so much fun with it, and I think you guys at home will too. So we just took this right here and added this down here because I love this look, and we just used a drill and some screws. So these are 1 1/4 inch screws, and you can see here we did about 2 on each piece. You can also use wood glue if you feel better about that. So we just take it right here and screw it down, just like so. Super easy. Sometimes if you end up using nails, it's actually just going to fall apart. So you definitely want to use screws. And like I said, I recommend using some wood glue if you would like, just to make sure it's going to stay together really easy. Rachel, do we have anyone else visiting with us? Any questions?
Yes, we have more visitors from Vermont, New York, Alabama, Kentucky, Florida.
Yay!
We got some friends from all over the place.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to Hometalk. We are so excited to have you here. So if you have any questions throughout this whole process, leave us a comment. We also have the project tutorial over on hometalk.com. And if you've never hopped on over to hometalk.com, oh my gosh, so much awesome DIY goodness. So definitely check out all the projects over there. So anyway, let's say you've already finished, you've screwed all of this together, it's all just like we have it here. Let's flip it over, just like so. Oh my goodness.
One of our viewers are wondering if it would be good to use wood glue on this as well.
So yes, it would be amazing to use wood glue as just an extra piece to keep this together, but the screws really work awesome. If you don't have screws, and like I said, you have just really thick nails, the wood glue and the nails should work okay together, but we really recommend the screws. So we have our Christmas tree here. I love it. It's a very modern, simplistic Christmas tree. If you're living in an apartment that you're like, I don't know if I want to go pick up a real Christmas tree. I don't know if I want to, maybe not have room to actually store an artificial Christmas tree after the holidays. This would be a great idea to maybe make this even on a larger scale to be your Christmas tree for this holiday season. So there's so many different ideas for pallet Christmas trees. We actually have a different take on a pallet Christmas tree where we actually, instead of like we're doing today, put holiday cards, we actually put ornaments, and we did an awesome whitewash stain. And you can check that out over on my Hometalk profile. So you can check that one out, but today we're turning it into a holiday card holder. So what we want to do is now give this a stain. So when we were making this project, we thought, okay, should we do a stain? Should we do like a chalky finish paint? And we decided to go with a really modern, dark carbon gray. So it depends on what your home decor is like, but you can also use a chalky finish paint, which would usually take one coat and it gives an amazing matte finish. So I started out trying to use a staining pad, and you're going to see here where this wood is more rugged, you're going to see it doesn't take to the wood as easy. It gets caught up in the wood a little bit. It's like hung. So this works, it just has to really be massaged into it. So a simpler way to stain this is actually just using a paintbrush. So you can see here, if we just grab a simple paintbrush, dip it into our stain, you just want to paint it on, and it goes on so nicely. Now, since this is going to apply a thicker layer, it is going to take a little bit longer to dry. So that's a little downfall of using a paintbrush. But as you can see here, it goes on so nicely and super thick. I love this. What I also love is that you can sand after this dries to take some up if you want to do more of a rustic feel.
We do have some questions coming in. Gloria wants to know if you use a specific drill for all of your projects.
So I have a couple different drills. There isn't a specific drill that I go to. This one right here, I think we got at Black Friday at Home Depot. So Ryobi is an amazing, very affordable brand. So I love that for DIY projects. But really anything that just works to make your project, am I right?
And then another question we had is, what size screws are you using?
That is an amazing question. Let's show them. We're using number 8 construction screws and 1 1/4 inch. So awesome, awesome. Great questions, guys. Keep those questions coming. I'm so excited to see how this project turns out, and I hope you guys are too. So we're just going to stain this bad boy.
Karen wants to know if you could spray paint it.
Oh, Karen, I love that idea. That would be an amazing, super easy way. And if you're going to spray paint it, let's make sure that you're outside in a very well-ventilated area if you can't be outside, because those fumes are very toxic. So that's my tip for using spray paint. And also, let's make sure that everyone that spray paints is about 6 to 8 inches away from the project, because if you're not and you're too close, it's going to create globs of spray paint, and no one likes those. So just like this, you can see here, I love actually using a paintbrush with stain because it goes on so easy. It's thinner than paint. It goes on very nice, super simple, really, really cool. Awesome, awesome. Do we have any other visitors with us?
We have some visitors from Maine.
Maine? Oh my
All
goodness.
the way in Maine.
All the way in Maine. We're based over in East Tennessee, and we have been blessed with some amazing, amazing November weather, as a lot of people in different parts of the country have been. We've been enjoying it very, very much. But yeah, leave us a comment. Let us know what types of DIY projects you're working on. I'm so excited that it is almost December 1st, because that means holiday crafts are in full session. So it is a great time to head on over to Hometalk to find some really awesome DIY ideas, different ways to decorate your home this season. So many amazing tips and tricks can be found over there, guys. So definitely head on over there for any inspiration needs. So we're just staining our wood. It's super easy.
So for our viewers that just tuned in, tell us about this stain you're using.
Yeah, so we're using a carbon gray stain on this Pallet Christmas tree because we're wanting to give this a nice modern look. So you can do this any color you want. There's so many different colors of stain that you can find at the home improvement store, but you can also use paint. We've even had a viewer suggest using spray paint. The possibilities are truly endless for this project. So we're about finished, and like I said, since we're using a paintbrush, it's going to take a little bit longer to dry as if we used a rag or a staining pad. Now, a lot of people wonder, Tanner, why are you so obsessed with using staining pads? And it's because it gives such even coverage. I absolutely love these for most projects if the wood is a little bit smoother. But since this is grunge pallet wood, it's a little bit more rugged, so it does get hung up with the pads. So I just prefer using the paintbrush. And then let's go over one thing. We're almost finished here. I've just got to do the bottom piece, and then I want to talk to you all about staining the edges. So as you can see here, we're about finished, just like so. Super easy, super easy. Love, love, love this project. Awesome, awesome. I actually love this color, and I think it gives such an untraditional take on your Christmas. It's really modern. You could also do your traditional green. What I also love is that you could use Christmas lights and add it to this Christmas tree. You could take your drill and drill through holes and actually poke lights through it, which is an amazing idea if you're looking for something to pop. I think the white LED lights through this with the gray would be an amazing touch to your holiday decorating.
We've got some more viewers from Europe, Kentucky.
Oh my gosh! Hello!
Alaska.
Hello, friends. So excited to have you here on Hometalk Live today. Okay, guys, so we have stained around our entire tree, but Rachel, let's show them the edges here. So last but not least, we do not want to forget about our edges. So if you have a saw that is going to leave a little bit of rough edges, feel free to use a sanding block to just go around each piece of wood. I would prefer to do that before you actually screw this together. But if it's all good, you just want to go through here and make sure that you stain the edges, because this is going to finish the whole project. Just give it that complete fill. Just like so. Super simple, right? This just finishes your project really easily. So let's pretend that we went through and finished staining that entire piece. So let's grab this, and we're going to sit this over here. But now let's grab the one that we've already stained. Another piece of magic, already dry, and it's awesome. So this is what it looks like after it's completely dry, and it's ready to add our jute. So what we want to do is we want to pinpoint where we actually want to put the jute to hold our holiday cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a holiday card and sort of decide where we want to add it. I think what I want to do is add a piece of jute right here, and then add another piece probably right down here. So we're going to have one going right here and another just about like that. You can add as many or as little as you want, obviously. So what we're working with here is we're working with our thick jute twine. We can purchase this at the craft store, super inexpensive, always use a coupon and have fun with it. So let's sort of see how much we need, just like so. I'm going to leave a little bit of overhang on each side so that we can have it drape a little, and then we can use our staple gun.
We've got some viewers from even Quebec, as far as Quebec.
Gosh!
Yes.
Hello, friends.
We've got some from Denmark.
I love
more from
it.
Kentucky.
How amazing. Okay, so we have the piece of jute twine. We know we want it to go in this vicinity. Let's actually flip this over, just like so. And what we're going to do is staple this right here. We're using an air fastener staple gun. Let's show them this one. This is my favorite one. There's so many different ones to choose from, but seriously guys, this has been my favorite one and I've had it for a couple of years. So it's really simple. Anyone can work with a staple gun. You don't have to have a ton of force on it, but you just want to apply it and staple it down. So just like that, you're going to see here that we've been able to staple this down right here. It's amazing. And let's add just another one for extra stability. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just hold this up here and sort of see how we want this to go. Just like so. So we're going to wrap this around right about here. And then we're going to actually let it hang just a little bit more. Okay. So then we want to turn this over. Is this enough lac? What do you think? Yeah, we'll tie it up. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to flip this back over. And right about here, we want to give this one staple. So flip this around here. Watch your fingers. And then all you want to do is just give it a good staple. Just like so. You see that? And now what we're going to do is add another one. Perfect. So if you have any questions, leave us a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are. I'm actually going to give one last one over on this side. Fantastic. So what we're going to do is cut off the excess. So you can see here. And then we're going to add another one. So do you guys have any questions on using a staple gun or using Jew or anything for this project? Let us know in the comments because we're here. We want to give you all the tips and the tricks as possible. So now that we have this one right here, we'll be able to use clothespins and add our holiday cards. But now what we want to do is add another one, probably right down, right about here. So let's grab our jute twine.
Colleen would like to know what brand your staple gun is.
Great question, Colleen, as I almost drop our Christmas tree. We're using an arrow fastener staple gun, and this particular model from their lineup is my favorite. It works with their T50 staples, and it really is just an amazing one for any of your DIY projects. So what we're going to do is grab our jute twine again, unravel some right here, just like so. And then what we're going to do is pinpoint where we want our second row to be. So somewhere around in here.
Thelma said this would also be great to display your Christmas photos.
Oh my gosh, that would be an amazing thing, especially if you did like holiday Christmas photos with your entire family or something, and they all kind of go together. This would be an amazing photo display. That's what I love about the Hometalk community, is that we all can take ideas that each of us create and give different spins on them. So what we're going to do is we're going to staple this one right here, one side.
We're also getting a lot of questions where you bought your staple gun.
That's an amazing question as well. You can pick these up, honestly, at your home improvement store. I've even seen them at the big box retailers like Walmart, maybe even Target. And this one is probably their like lower end, but it's actually one of my favorites. So I really love this. I think it's perfect for people like us that just want to DIY and craft. So perfect. Now what we're going to do is cut off the excess over here, and we're going to make sure that we line up this other side. So got a little sidetracked with questions.
Troy said that you could actually drill some holes and feed the lights through the back.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, so right like here, it's going to be perfect for our holiday cards. Just like so. I think so. Yeah. Does this look good, Rachel? Is it?
Looks great.
Awesome. So let's flip this over. And then let's add a couple of staples, just like so. And we added 3. So we've added our 3 staples. And what we're going to do is just cut off some excess. Awesome. And then you can see here, guys, we have added the jute to hang our holiday cards. So what you want to do is grab one of your holiday cards that you get this season from your friends and family. Grab a clothespin. Another fun crafty tip is if you want to get really crafty this holiday season, have you seen those people that are actually putting washi tape or staining or painting their clothespins? Those are really awesome. So if you want to give some light to your clothespins for this project, would be awesome. But you can also use mini clothespins if you have those on hand as well. So we just want to pin up our Christmas cards just like so. Super simple. I'm trying to hold the tree as I add our clothespins on the jute. Let's see here. Perfect. Let's hold it just like so. And we're about to get it. Oh no. Okay guys, hold on with me. Awesome. So we are hanging both of our holiday cards. You can add more down here if you would like, but you guys get the gist of it. If you'd like to learn more about this specific project, head on over to hometalk.com. There should be a link in the comments that you can head on over. You can pin this project for later. You can ask me questions and we'll get back to you. We actually have the full supply list for this project and a lot of tips and tricks on the specific measurements and everything like that. So if you have any questions, leave us a comment. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and as always, head on over to hometalk.com for more inspiration. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. See ya!